It is Veep week here on GMA. The hilarious HBO comedy is about to begin its final season, and we're talking to the cast all week long. And what better way to kick it off than with the woman at the center of it all? Please welcome back to the show, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Hello.
You guys.
Do you feel the love? Do you
I feel the love. Do I go like here?
There you go.
All right, whatever you want.
Right down the middle, wherever you want to go. But you talking about feeling the love, 11 Emmys.
Wow.
How about that? That's some love. And let me follow that by saying so far. And plus you were awarded the Mark Twain Prize for Comedy.
Yeah.
And you were just on the cover of Time magazine.
Yes.
Woof. Woof. And the headline for your article on Time magazine said, Julia Louis-Dreyfus knew she was good. She fought to make sure the world did too. So,
Well,
how hard was that? How hard was the fight? I guess that's the question.
well, you know, I mean, it's been actually, I wouldn't say it was a fight. I mean, that I think maybe they're trying to sell magazines. But no offense, I think it was all fabulous. But I've been lucky enough to get work in this business for a while now, and I will say that producing my own material has been, something that I've fought for, I suppose, with a smile on my face. But I did push for that, and happily I prevailed, and that's been a great addition to my life, sort of from a creative point of view. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always thought New Adventures of Old Christine. I just realized I watched that on TV Land on the weekends.
Yeah.
But there's so much of your whole body of work. But Sunday, the final season of Veep.
Yes.
Okay, but you all have already completed it. It's the final.
Yes.
How emotional was that for you?
I got to tell you guys something. When I came, the final episode, I walked in, and we have something called a table read, where everybody sits around a table. You read the script. This is before you even rehearse it. You're just reading it. And I walked in, and I saw Tim Simons, who plays Jonah Ryan on Veep, this huge, tall man bawling like a baby. And that was it. I was slayed. And the rest of the week was just nothing but tears, happy tears, but tears, because we're a very, very close-knit group of people, really, truly. And it was for instance, on each day, certain characters would sort of wrap out their season and finish. And what would happen is everybody came to set. So the set was packed with over 100 people every single day to give a hug to whoever it happened to be, and it was just, it was absolutely bittersweet, but very sweet.
Good.
Yeah.
Selena Meyer's been through a lot in these 7 seasons. Let's see, vice president, then president.
Yes.
Loses. Now running
Citizen.
again. Citizen for a while, yes.
Yes.
What would season 7 Selena Meyer tell season 1 Selena Meyer to be ready for?
Deep.
She might tell her to get more Botox. But I think she would tell her to keep pounding away at it. Selena Meyer is a woman who is ambitious beyond ambitious, and is incredibly narcissistic and really undeveloped as a person, frankly. And so I think that she would tell her to just keep fighting and do it and get it done. She wants to be president, and
she's
desperately.
Running. Desperately. You guys want to see a little bit of season 7?
Yeah.
Why would you want to be president?
To give it to you, of course.
Oh, that's good. God, I know what I want to say, but I can't find the words.
What if you talk and I type. How about that? You just say it out
Yes.
loud, and then I'll just type it.
Okay,
How
yeah,
about that?
let's try that.
Great, great, great. Oh, this is fun.
Well, from the time I was a girl.
From the time I was a pretty girl.
No, not pretty girl.
No.
From the time I was a girl.
Oh, but you're so pretty.
I know.
Everybody needs one of those.
The entire cast, but you and Tony Hale, how you all played off of each other. And he said he's going to be on the show tomorrow. We're looking forward to him.
Believe me, I know.
Okay. And he was saying how you kind of made him a scapegoat and breaking scenes. Like he was the one that would break scenes.
Totally.
But he said it was actually you. Actually you.
Okay, well, maybe he's right. But Tony, you know, the relationship that the two of us have in the show is that he is like this close to me all the time. So you can imagine how hard it is to keep it together under those circumstances. And so there's kind of this, you know, every sort of little noise I make or he makes, we hear. And so it's sort of impossible to not crack up all the time, and we do. But he's a joy to work with, and certainly somebody I'm going to miss.
Would love to see the outtakes. The outtakes have to be hysterical.
The outtakes are hysterical and very unprofessional, I might add.
Well, we know Tony's going to be here tomorrow, but also
Yes.
Tim Simmons and Matt Walsh, they're going to be with them also.
Yes.
So we want to play a little game with you.
Oh, no.
Really quick game. It's called That's the Ticket. So who would be the president, the vice president, and the campaign manager out of those three? President, vice president, and campaign manager.
Well,
out of those three. You got Tony, Tim, and Matt.
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you something. You're all screwed.
That's not what we expected.
Do I actually have to answer? Okay, I'm going to say that perhaps Matt Walsh should be president.
Okay.
Perhaps Tony should be vice president, and Tim should be campaign manager.
There you have it.
There we go. And one more quick thing I wanted to ask you. Selena's written a book.
Yes, Selena Meyer's written a book.
So what would Selena Myers say to our audience to promote it, to get them to read the book?
If you were here on GMA,
if she were here on GMA right
to promote
now.
the book.
She would tell you that she's very proud of the book that she's written. And she would encourage.
She's read it twice.
And she would encourage everybody here today to please go on to Amazon and order them as gifts. And it's not Christmas time, but buy Christmas gifts for people. And in fact, you can do that. It's on Amazon right now. It's called A Woman First, First Woman, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's such a stupid title, I can't quite remember it myself. But it is, in fact, written by... You really can. It's written by Selena Meyer, and it's as... horrible as you might imagine. So please to enjoy.
Well, hey, that was a selling point. I'm sold. But one thing we don't have to be sold on is the final season of Veep. It premieres Sunday night on HBO. Oh, you're going to be missed. It's going to be a lot of tears around here as well.
Oh, no. We got 7 episodes. Come on, let's enjoy.
But Julia, thank you.
Thank
you for
you.
joining us. We really appreciate it.